The following program contains violence, disturbing imagery, nudity, and, oh my God, why are you even watching this? Just run away.
Undefeated in these streets. We can never count out a real nigga now. Swear to God, nigga. Feel like I can't die, man. Dizzy on the beat. Only the Lord could take me.
Used to hop the train, now I'm like the stock exchange. Mario Lemieux on a hockey rink. Brick roofs gave a nigga dry tears in the coupe, chip tooth like I'm not sick. Running through Harlem like I'm Guy Fisher. Shooting out the spur like Kawhi Leonard. In the work, got it wholesale. NY on my back like I'm Odell. Lower East Side on my front load. Front row, I done watch them killers unload. Unfold once I got the voucher from.
And wake up, New York fucking city! BTST Radio TV, it is live and on the air here at M&N. Our brand new set is official. We got the Yankees and the Brooklyn Nets all day, every day, and Elias in the house. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. NYC. I'm everywhere. .nyc is the website. You check that out. Elias is in the house. What's good, everybody? This is your host, the Loudmouth, Jason Murillo, live on the air here. And we got a big show today. We're hitting it off straight. We're going for the home run straight on the first show. We got a heavy hitter today. He's about to come in. The one and only Mel Gibson. Singer, performer, songwriter, music producer. He does it all. Former professional wrestler. We're about to put him on right now. Let's get it going. Cue his music. Bring his ass in here. Let's do this. Let's go.
What's up, brother?
What's good?
How are you?
What's good?
Did we plan this?
Oh,
Did we plan this? This is awesome.
Here.
Red and black? Black and white. I don't
Sue
know.
us.
I don't know.
For life.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Yes.
Let's just show him some love and put that up a little bit.
Shout out to our director doing what she
Oh, yeah.
does.
She's the best.
Been real patient with us all day.
Make sure to bless her at the
But
end.
beware. You know I got the same.
How you like this new set, boy?
It's beautiful.
This is official. This is what I'm talking about. Big business.
Beautiful.
Big
beautiful,
business.
Beautiful set here at M&N Studios.
Thank you.
live in the city 59th Street, in between 10th and 11th Avenues, right up the block from Columbus Circle. You can't go wrong. Prime location, prime studio. It's beautiful. I love it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you.
I can't have a big show without you.
I've been told that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that arrogant, please.
You've been blowing up, man.
I guess you could say that. I mean, you know, it's kind of taken off overnight. It's been such a weird ride, you know. So I mean,
What you've been doing the past several years since the last time we hooked up?
well, as you mentioned before, I'm a music producer. You know, I compose music. I manage other artists. You know, currently I'm managing 3 artists. Kevlar Vest from the Bronx, King Rowdy of Harlem, and White Loud of the Bronx. All 3 are upcoming rappers. They're all young rappers. You know,
That's
they're all
what's
in their
up.
20s. You know, they all have a lot of years, and they're all very creative minds, and they all make music, and they're all multi-talented and multi-versed in, like, everything. So, like, you know, the thing with my guys is I don't just have rappers or just musicians, you know? Like, we're jacks of all trades. So.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's been a while since we've seen each other. Obviously, it's been a minute.
Yes, it has.
And it's like we never left, like Stack and Mellow.
No, never. Stack and Mellow. Look,
Yeah.
my name is Mel. And
Yeah.
look. So wait. The debate. Black and white or black and red?
The Wolfpack was pretty popping, though. I mean,
don't know,
the
I don't
the original 3, Hogan, Hall, and Nash. There was nothing better than that. But when the Wolfpack, that shit was popping.
Well,
You know?
I just want everybody to know that 4/5 Management Street Team is called the Wolfpack.
Oh,
so
shit.
there's a purpose behind
There
it.
you go. Oh, there you go.
Shout outs to the Wolfpack. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they do, helping out the cause, and, you know, promoting the videos, and, you know, handing out the business cards. You know, they do what they do. So I have a good team behind me over there in the Bronx at 4/5 Management, Shaky Umbrella Records. You know, we have a photography division. We have a video and multimedia editing division. You know, so we're doing a lot of things.
Yeah, that was up. I started a media company as well recently. You know, started it back up. 'Cause I used to have one when I had my own wrestling company and everything. So
I remember those days.
yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Do you know do you know what I find crazy?
I don't know
right?
what was better, the actual wrestling or the parties.
See, this is the thing that kills me, right? We're both former wrestlers, but
Yes.
now we're doing other things. And it's just funny the way life has this way of, like, just, you know, just bring us in that same direction, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just crazy that way. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
But you know, as business owners and stuff like that, you know, we both could relate, and you know, trying to get something off the ground, from building from the ground up. You know,
Support small business, people. #, support small businesses.
that's right.
Local businesses, you know, because everything's going corporate nowadays. and
Yeah,
They're trying to basically buy up the little guy
Yeah.
everywhere.
that's why I'll always support people like you.
you, I appreciate
My
that.
girl that's behind the camera, my homegirl. I always bless her on social media and that, and I'm gonna get her on here too. You know, on one of these episodes.
Yes.
And definitely. So yeah, I'm about plugging people that, you know, want to be on the spotlight, get, you know,
And that's good. That's what
behind the
you're all
camera
about.
front, because someone did that to me a long time ago, and I always been open opportunist, you know,
Yes.
opportunity. As you know, I helped a lot of people get into the wrestling business, and now they're on big time, you know, worldwide pay-per-view and everything, you know. So I'm always about opportunities, just like you are in your field with
Yes,
music and
yes,
everything.
yes,
So
yes,
definitely,
Yes.
and we'll be working together more in the future, you know, as well.
Yes.
This is not just a one-off.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. And I appreciate the fact that you're giving me this opportunity, because, you know, there's quite a few things that you know, we have to talk about specifically.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
There's some things we can't.
Yeah,
but
there's some
not
things
on
we can't
camera,
talk
but-
about. I don't know. I heard this show gets pretty raw. Is that true?
Yes, this is Uncensored. It's real
like
and it's
no
raw.
Filter, like no condoms?
There's no filter.
Like no condoms?
Yeah,
raw?
no condoms. It's
Oh,
raw.
man, like steak that hasn't been cooked raw?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Nice.
you know,
Monday
I mean,
Night Raw.
it's not scripted.
Raw.
I mean, we have a few cue notes, you know, but it's unscripted. So, you know, we're just shooting the shit, you know, and that's what this show is about.
Yeah, we don't do cue cards. I don't do.
This
cue
is
cards.
not, you know, WWE. It's not scripted.
Yeah, we don't do
You
cue
know?
cards. So talk to me. What's up, Jason?
So yeah, let's get this interview out the way.
Sure.
You know,
No
so then we could just shoot the shit. You know, this get a little professional interview going on here.
Absolutely.
So first off, what made you decide to become a musician?
Well, I don't know if you know, before, even when I was still wrestling, I was doing music on the side, but just not taking it very seriously. You know, we were just doing like things for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I ran into a really good friend of mine, and I found out a lot of my friends that were leaving the wrestling business actually were becoming musicians. So, thank you, Jason. So, we started, you know, seeing each other at other events, and, you know, these guys were always like, yo, I always thought you would be a good musician because, like you, I'm a loudmouth. We all know this. Loudmouth Mel, Puerto Rican stuff. And, you know, they always told me that my voice would be, like, projecting good on record because I'm naturally loud.
Yeah, you are.
And when I did my first track in the Green Studios on Dykeman, shout outs to the Green Studios, shout outs to the technicians, Razor Sharp, and, you know, we did our first track, the track that you favor, The Monster, on the Meek Mill remix, and, you know, it was awesome. It was awesome. And then
Yeah, it
from
is.
there,
That's one of my favorite joints.
thank you. Actually, believe this or not, on SoundCloud and on Reverb Nation, that's one of the most popular songs I have. So,
What was the idea? Because that song is like so emotional and it's real. It's like real talk. It's about people, you know, they change their shit up. They change their whole life up. You know, they're trying to get paper or whatever. It's like a really aspiring, you know, song. It has a lot of meaning to it.
well, my thing is, I don't really like being on other artists, you know, beats
Okay.
or productions. However, that particular beat struck me, you know, and recently actually I performed live at Blackthorn 51 in Queens, and I did that song because Meek Mill had recently just been released from prison, and the crowd ate it up. So I figured, you know, that track is actually like 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
So when I dropped it again, remastered, and we did it in the club, people were like, wow. They were like, they took an instant liking to it. So, you know, I thought it was an appropriate time. Meek Mill getting out of jail, re-released, remastered, and boom.
There you go.
There it is.
Money.
I liked it. So, I mean, you know, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Thank you.
Once I get my phone fixed, my phone's been acting up since yesterday. It's been real screwy. I'm gonna download it
Cool.
and have it on my phone.
Cool. If you don't want to download it online, let me know. I'll send you the direct file.
All right, I got you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool. Yes.
So, what are your influences? You just started talking about that. You know, wise. You know, as far as music.
Well, I became
What
a
inspires you?
musician. I also became a musician because my cousin, name is Susio Blackafellow, Rudolph Keith DeWint. He's like my older brother. We were always into music. You know, we went to gospel as children. You know, I have family that's in the church, so we used to sing gospel, and then we evolved into Christian rap, actually.
Okay.
And I used to play piano when I was a little kid at Bronx Community College. You know, I used to take lessons over there. And we just sort of ran with it because, you know, like, music is in our blood. Like, I have a cousin who's a drummer. I have an uncle who used to play conga, you know. So we have a lot. I have a sister who's a freestyle singer. My brother-in-law's a freestyle singer. Both my nephews are rappers. So, like, music is in the blood. Yeah. As far as influences-wise, like, style-wise in music, I'd probably say, like, the whole – any rapper from the 90s. Specifically, like – I'd probably say Bone Thugs and Harmony. I like Nas a lot, and I like the Locks a lot. Like, my whole style is patented over the Locks. You know, like Jadakiss, Styles P, and Sheek Louch, they're like the top 5 rappers dead or alive in my list. You know, I know everybody has a different
So, all right,
T5.
So if we do a top 5 right now, who's your top 5 favorite rappers of all time?
Dead or alive?
Shoot. Yes.
Are we talking singles rappers or groups?
Just do singles.
Okay, singles rappers, I'd probably say KRS-One, Nas, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, and Big L.
In that order?
Doesn't really matter what order,
Okay,
but those
but
are the
those are your
5
top
best
5.
singles. Those
Okay.
are my top 5. They're
That's
the
not too
best-
bad.
They might not be the best
Yeah,
rappers to other people, but those are my personal top 5. If we, like I said, if we're talking groups, I like Bone Thugs, I like the Locks, I like Crucial Conflict. They're from the Midwest. They could have like a really fast flow like Bone Thugs. Actually, they were kind of beefing with Bone Thugs at one point, and now they're on tour together, which is kind of cool. Who else? As far as group wise, I like Major Lazer.
Okay.
Because they have a really, really unique sound. You know what I mean? So, and I also like the Firm. I don't know if you remember the Firm. AZ, Foxy Brown, Nas.
Yeah.
Cormega.
Oh wow.
Yes, they're also another favorite group.
Oh
of mine,
man, you're going back.
Yeah. Shout out to the Firm.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, I got music in my blood too. My family. one of my uncles that passed away, Bobby Rodriguez. He was in the band with Tito Puentes.
Oh yeah, I actually saw Tito Puentes Jr. recently on the east side, and there was a lot of people there. So I had just walked by and I tried to grab a flick, but there was like too many people. But he looks just like his dad, and he sings very well. Like I know a lot of people into the Spanish music and stuff, the Afro-Caribbean music and stuff like that. Afro-Latino stuff. So
yeah, I have that in my history too. When he came back from World War II. He became a musician, and he had a long career with Tito Puentes.
Well, New York City, New York City has been known to be a haven for musicians and artists for
like us.
For as far
That's
back
why
as,
we're here.
as people can remember. So
yeah,
I mean, yes.
There's a lot of history there, so we got that in common.
New York City's where it's at.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I could do without the subways and congestion and, public transportation and millions of people.
When you live in New York, the subway is part of the New York experience.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I'm telling everybody
that is the real
who's not
New York
from
experience.
New York, the New York experience is riding the subway with people smelling like hot sweat.
Yeah.
And crazy people.
I'm not going to tell
crazy.
you the woman I was walking up the stairs behind. I'm not going to tell you what she smelled like because I have a lady in here. But
something in Spanish, huh? Bacalao.
But that wasn't a nice experience.
Yes, yeah.
It's not Alicia Keys, I mean, these streets make you feel brand new, I mean, they do make you feel brand new, inspire you, but they're not all, rainbow and sunshine.
Apparently,
you know what I mean?
Well, this New York, bro. These streets can get pretty gritty, So,
yeah.
So yeah.
Especially from the neighborhoods we're from.
Yes, sir.
But so what other genres of music do you listen to besides rap and hip hop?
All right, my thing is I'm very eclectic. I listen to everything. Like I listen to heavy metal, I listen to classic rock, I listen to Spanish music, Afro-Caribbean music. I just recently started listening to music from Brazil, and I love Brazilian music. I love they like heavy drums, they like synths, they like all that cool stuff. I like soca, I like dance hall. I like music. I just started messing with music from the UK.
Oh wow,
they got
they got some great music.
Yes, they do.
I've been listening to some of that.
Yes, they do. They might put New York and the United States. They might give them a run for their money in that department. What else? Music
from Germany is off the hook too. That's coming up too.
I like Japanese music. I like music from Thailand. I study martial arts. I know you know that. I study martial arts, so I like any kind of Asian music. Far East music. I mean, you name it. I recently started messing with African music too, because I look through everything and I like to sample stuff. And, there's a lot of cool stuff out there. So, I mean, I listen to anything.
Would you be interested in making music with other artists?
Of course. From any genre. Let me make that very clear. If you're a musician, I don't care what genre you are, I would love to work with you. I would love to work with anybody from any other genre. I have so many friends that are musicians. Most of them are rappers. But then I have other friends that do other things. My cousin plays in a reggae band called oh my God, what is it called? Rocky and the Pressers.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you already mentioned that. If you could, you just going off of what you just said, who is your dream collaboration of any current musicians, dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Let's start with one dead and then one that's alive.
Okay, one dead would be Tupac because his legacy
yeah.
his legacy is impeccable, and that man had so much music that he could still be releasing music.
Oh yeah,
now. There's so much.
He
music
will
to
blow.
his estate.
I hate the rap game a lot today. I'm no offense to you but not to you at all, but most of the music, commercial music out there now, mainstream rap music is all the same generic crap. To be honest with you, you could tell me if you feel differently. But they follow the same. Most of them, not all. But a lot of them follow the same. They copy after each other.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. When we, you and I, because we're around the same age.
Yeah.
When we
grew up from the beginning of it.
When we were young, the
real hip hop,
the folks that came before us, when we were coming out with our sound, the folks before us were like, "What is that crap?
Yeah,
it sounds like noise."
Yeah, when they heard the Beastie Boys,
turn that
Run
shit
DMC,
down, turn that shit down, and blah 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 blah. So
and Craig Mack came out.
But then, you started seeing people just absorbing that, and
Va-
like it's
Vanilla
just a
Ice was
matter-
always trash.
It's just a matter. It's just a matter of a generational gap between people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say all the music nowadays is trash. It's just different.
No, not all of it. No.
I don't like certain music.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's trash.
Yeah.
What
No,
sounds
I'm
bad
not
to
saying the
me-
whole game is trash. I'm saying a lot of people is like the same crap over and over again, and like,
Well,
but
you gotta go with your
Like,
gotta
be
go with your
different, like,
audience.
be
You gotta
original.
go with your demographic. They're going with their demographic.
Like,
they're
you're-
going with what makes them.
you're one of the people that I know personally out of musicians in hip hop, in the hip hop game, that is different, that is original. You along with Ron O'Neal and Skeet V, but you guys are different. You're something that I want to hear. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of people, they just copy off of, like, is there more to talk about than guns and drugs and, sex? And I want to hear something inspiring. And, like, the song, like, Monster, that's inspiring. It's
I mean, there's a lot of gun and drunk references.
I
in that
know,
song
but
in
I'm talking
particular.
about, like that, and then sprinkle on them and stuff like that.
I mean, well,
and
here's the thing.
Humble, what's his name? The guy, Lamar. I forgot his first name.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
I like Kendrick.
Yeah, him.
Kendrick.
That's one of the good people,
I didn't
too.
I didn't like Kendrick when I first heard him, but he grew on me because I'm from the East.
Yeah.
Let that be known. I'm from New York. I was born and raised in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? I'm
BX.
everywhere in New York, but I love the West Coast, and I love West Coast music. And I like Tupac my whole life. Since I found out about him, since I was able to listen to hip hop, because in the beginning I wasn't actually really able to listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
My mom thought it was, bad music, and she thought it would steer me in the wrong direction. And the funny thing is, I'll tell you a funny story. The way I got my first album was Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg, and I stole the tape from my older sister to dub it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was really my first taste of, like, hip-hop, like real hip-hop, like gangster rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we used to listen to, old school stuff in the house, because my dad, and my mom, my dad, like, we listened to a lot of oldies and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, disco and freestyle music and things of that nature. So,
I'm just trying to say, I'm not trying, I compare it to professional wrestling. Nothing's like the Attitude Era, like wrestling in the 90s.
That's the golden era.
So that's what I compare it to as far as music, rap music,
Yeah, but
that's all I'm trying to say.
at the same time,
I'm not trying to shit on anybody.
how many times the old guys, how many times the older, and this is no offense to anybody, how many times the older guys in the game of wrestling would tell us, oh, you young dudes are running around doing all that
all
lightweight
these dives
stuff.
and all this shit.
Use your brain,
And now that's the game.
And exactly.
That is the game.
Exactly.
And we'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
Yes.
But yeah, that's all the comparison I'm just trying to make, because we're old school. I mean, of course, we're new school too. I mean, I love my G-Eazy.
I like G-Eazy. He's growing
Ben
on me
McLemore, if I'm saying his name right. Yeah, Macklemore.
Yeah, he's okay.
I listen to that No Limits every day. So
it's about evolving your sound.
Yeah, but nothing's like a classic Biggie, Tupac, and Dr. Dre and
well, my
Snoop
style,
Dogg.
my style is very street. You know what I'm saying? But you can't sell commercial records to the street niggas.
Yeah.
You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you have to have a broader audience.
Yeah.
So like I like to make different things. Like since I'm a former wrestler, I did the $1 Million Freestyle, the Ted DiBiase thing, and people loved it because they're like, oh, you're a wrestler, you're relating to your material. You know what I'm saying? You're relating to your life.
You blended it in.
So, I mean, I went with that, and, I just kind of try to find the sound that relates to me. Like I have another song that you like, Club Shit. It's not a street song at all. It's a party song.
Yeah.
It's a party song.
Yeah,
but
it is.
To appeal to a bigger demographic, you have to, be varied in your styles of music. So, I mean, that's all it is.
To continue with the question, you gave me the person that was dead that you would collaborate with. You would work with, which was Tupac. Who currently alive you would work with? One artist.
As bad as this sounds, I don't even like him like that. But
You better not say Drake.
Yep, it'd be Drake. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I don't even like Drake.
Because he's in the whole top 10.
No,
He's in the whole top 10.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'd rather be with Cardi B, but
Bro,
that might be for personal reasons.
Bro, and yes, she's gorgeous, gorgeous. Shout outs to Cardi with her crazy self.
Yes.
But the reason I say
Holla
Drake,
at me, Cardi.
Wolfpack
I'll
in the house.
I'll give you an Italian baby.
Hey. So the thing is,
Go on, my brother.
Okay, so what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Which you said Drake? You would collaborate with
Why
him.
Drake? Because anything that Drake touches goes platinum. Anything.
That's facts.
Anything. Drake could yell at somebody randomly on the street.
He could be talking about a dog and it'll go platinum.
Exactly, because everybody loves him. He appeals to a large demographic. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
He appeals to the hood niggas, the party girls, the people having fun, the people that just like
the
to
white boys, the mixed boys.
Anybody, bro. Anybody. This is why I would do it with Drake, because he appeals to everybody.
Oh, speaking of Drake, what is up with this Kiki shit? This Kiki. I love you, Kiki.
The Shiggy challenge?
I'm seeing this everywhere on social media. I even seen a guy get out of his car twerking to it, and he actually had. Wait a minute, are you serious? He pulled down his pants and he shitted on the sidewalk.
Wow.
While he was dancing, and then he pulled his pants up, no wipe. He didn't wipe his ass.
Apparently, people don't have anything better to do nowadays.
But what is up with this Kiki shit?
I mean, it's Drake, bro. Like I said, anything Drake does.
Yeah, but what would you do that with your girl? Like, you would do that?
No.
Because I wouldn't.
No.
We're old school cats. We're OGs.
Now if Drake gave me a phone call on my cell phone and he said, "Hey Mel, I have $50,000 for you to do a remix to Kiki."
That's a different story.
I'll jump on it right away.
Because I seen some crazy videos online of this shit, and you would not believe it. And
I've seen.
I might show a couple of clips of it later on.
Cool.
But that's a crazy shit, you know.
Yes.
But let's change it up here a little bit. Let's get into the wrestling a little bit. How did you?
This Universal title over here.
Yeah.
I
well,
love
no,
it.
this is the World Heavyweight.
Oh.
The World
Well,
Heavyweight.
the Universal's red, so
Yeah. This is the real title. This is the title that goes back over 60, 70 years.
The one with the lineage.
Yes,
the history,
exactly.
The NWA history.
Yeah,
not a lot of people know about that, but
yeah, they try to erase the history, you know.
Well,
but
it's like everything else in life.
But you can never erase us.
That's it.
But how did you transition from pro wrestling to music? How did that all come about?
Okay, the transition. Well, we were talking about my cousin earlier, my cousin Keith, Sucio Blackafellow.
Yeah.
We were always, we used to work security, so like we would work from 10 to like 9 in the morning.
Director's doing a great job, by the way. But continue on, sorry.
Yes, we worked like 10 to 9 in the morning. So like in between shifts, we had a friend that had a studio next door to our job, and we would just go and we would just mess around in the studio every other day, just mess around until we heard this dude actually start making records, and then we did a record, and then it came out good. His computer actually messed up.
Oh, wow.
The dude's computer.
I do PC repair too a little bit, but go on.
And cheap plug. And the thing is, my cousin was just like, we were very adamant in martial arts and wrestling and all that thing. So
I can't believe we actually talked it for 28 minutes.
Yes.
Almost. Wow. Alrighty then. But there's mad stuff we didn't talk about. Well, all right.
Rome wasn't built in a day, Jason.
Well, we'll take a little break and then we'll come back and we'll do some more. So this is not the end. It's just the beginning. I guess we'll take a break right now, a little powder break, and we'll be back soon in a few minutes, and we'll have more with Mel Gibson. He's on for the whole hour. Mel Gibson on the BTST radio show.
Barkley gets the first touch. Barkley makes a few miss. That's why he was second overall, out across the 50 and chased out at the Browns' 48-yard line. A 39-yard run on his first touch.
See, he's there in the hole. He reads it. Good stutter step, good balance and vision.
He went right around Emmanuel Agba, and then he showed the speed as he turned it outside. 2nd and 8. And take a look at the Cleveland defense. No gain on the play. Barkley, nowhere to go on that first down run, and he loses 2 on the play. Listen, we got to play football. Barkley picks his way up the middle and picks up 4 on the play. First touch went for 39 yards on a run. Can't get around Ward, picks up a couple on the play, gain of 3.
Pros, they get out there.
The following program contains violence, disturbing imagery, nudity, and, oh my god, why are you even watching this? Just run away. This shit is going to give you nightmares. For real. Nightmares where you are running naked on a treadmill made of razor blades, and your third grade teacher is pointing and laughing at you. And even if you survive the treadmill with your feet intact, she is going to tell you that you flunked the third grade, which negates all the rest of your achievements. The program is rated TV MA NSFW OMFG GAF TTV BYGAS. It is unsafe for epileptics. It kills lab rats. Why are you still here? This show came out of the dark recesses of a coked-up guy's mind who has just been given too much privilege and access and now just takes a depraved delight in disturbing and scaring you. In fact, if we're being totally honest here, the original creator never expected a third season pickup, so now he's just trying to think of creative ways to kill the characters off. Seriously, don't watch this. We can't warn you strongly enough. Do you need a doctor of some kind? What is the matter with you?
Wake up, New York City! It is Jason Murillo, the host of an all-new show here at MNN, the BTST Radio TV show. It's Sports Talk, entertainment, uncensored, raw, and it's real.
Shout outs to the Wolfpack.
Is this so we don't need that anymore? So this is shoot this shit for a few before you perform live and do a couple of songs here for our audience.
Yes.
Because I don't want just people to come on. I want them to do what they love to do, and you love to rap, and we're gonna to perform and
love to make music. And
there you go.
Like I actually have a new instrumental that I just made, a new beat. It's called The Mission. It's a piano chord beat. So if anything, maybe I'll play that later for you. So
Okay.
You can hear that if you'd like.
Okay.
So.
Making music and making money.
Yes, sir.
Cha-ching.
Yes, sir.
All right. So since we're wrestling fans, big wrestling fans,
Absolutely.
and we were in the business ourselves.
Yes, we are.
How you feel about the current wrestling game?
Depends on what game we're talking about. If we're talking about the mainstream game, I feel like the companies are starting to see that, that the WWE is trying to monopolize everything, especially the international market.
Yeah.
Right now, the two biggest markets are the biggest countries. Like India is a big market, so I see the WWE going hard in the India,
UK,
Saudi Arabia,
England.
Those are all big markets that they're trying to take over. So I mean,
Yeah, that show they did in Saudi Arabia was crazy.
Yeah, Vince and Steph and Linda and Shane and them, they all know what they're doing. They're all trying to monopolize it. But I see a big change because 20 years ago, there wouldn't have been no other professional wrestling show at Madison Square Garden ever. And now New Japan is coming to Madison
Yes,
Square
I can't
Garden.
believe that.
I am so hyped.
I cannot believe that.
I'm so hyped.
I'm getting tickets for that for sure.
If I can get tickets, or if not, I'm gonna try to weasel my way in there. I'm gonna do the Eddie Murphy. I'm gonna put on the side.
Or I'm gonna be like Paul Heyman when Paul Heyman was young, was trying to get in the business in the '80s. He used to sneak in Madison Square Garden as a reporter.
You get in where you fit in. That's part of being a New Yorker. You get in where you fit in.
Maybe I could try to get in as me being press, but we'll see. I'll bring you in. We're gonna go in together.
I'm definitely trying to be there because
That's history in the making.
This thing is historic. This is a Japanese company.
Yeah.
First of all, this is the best Japanese company. New
Yes.
Japan Wrestling is the best Japanese.
Yes,
company.
it
Not
is.
of all time, but currently. You know what I'm saying? New Japan is where it's at. So as far as production, New Japan is where it's at. And talent.
So what do you I don't know if you follow Impact Wrestling much.
I follow a little bit because you know why I follow Impact Wrestling, because we have friends on it.
Yeah, we do.
And really, I only tune into Impact. I hope they're watching this.
Yeah,
I only tune
they
into
are.
Impact. I only tune
They
into
are.
Impact to watch you guys.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ortiz and Santana.
Ortiz and Santana. I love you.
LAX.
LAX, baby.
Actually, I'm hoping they will be appearing at the show. They will be on here, Bound for Glory to promote it. So that's still in the works, but hopefully they will be on the show as well.
I hope I get an invite for that.
So you have to tune in for that.
Yes. I'll tell you a funny story. Actually, I have a victory over Santana.
For real?
Yes, I have a victory
Okay.
over Santana. He has a victory on me when I was a professional wrestler, but I also have a victory on him in a fatal four with with a man by the name of Kyle the Beast Winan.
Okay.
Jimmy Ace, who you also know.
Yes.
And Santana and I were in the four.
Wow.
And I happened to win that.
Where's this at? BWF?
No, this was at Ace Wrestling. In
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
Mike Morgan up there. You know,
Oh, wow.
You know
Yes.
Very good man. Shout out to Mike Morgan.
Yes.
Pro Wrestling.
And condolences for his son as well.
Yes.
That was very
yes,
tragic.
yes,
very tragic.
very
Or
tragic,
condolences.
Very tragic.
But so I followed Impact Wrestling since the very beginning when they were in the asylum in Tennessee,
And they were NWA.
and when they were on they had their pay-per-view every week for like $9.99. Then they went to like have it like for $1 or whatever. But I'm an original TNA fan from the beginning, so I seen every transition that they went through when they brought in Hogan and they brought in all the big names, ex-WWE guys, and trying to be like WWE. And then when they went head-to-head against Raw, and that didn't turn out well. But yet,
never does when you go head-to-head with the WWE. Ask Eric Bischoff what happened.
yeah. Well, no, they did well. They were the only company, they almost put them out of business. In 1 year, they made over $500 million, WCW. It's just they didn't know how to manage it.
The problem
And then
with WCW is that Eric Bischoff originally was not a wrestling mind.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a wrestling mind, but Ted Turner.
He started on
Ted
AWA.
Turner's not a wrestling mind.
Yeah.
Ted Turner was just the pocket.
Yeah.
And that's what eventually.
But Ted Turner always had a love for the pro wrestling. He always, and then he tried to get Vince McMahon, but then that didn't work out. So if you can't join him, then be competition.
Or if you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, all the other way around.
Yeah, that's what happened.
But WCW had a good run. It's just they didn't know how to manage things, giving out guaranteed contracts to people that didn't deserve it. High guaranteed contracts, you know what I mean? So, but that's another story for another time. But we're talking about current wrestling. But what do you think of the current Impact Wrestling product from what they went through? They had their highs and lows until where they at now.
I mean, they've evolved so much, they're using so many younger talents, and I like that, but I feel that, they'll never be up to par with the WWE, so.
They're making a lot of strides. Did you see Slammiversary?
No, I haven't really.
You got to see that. That was one of the best. That was better than WrestleMania this year. That was better than Extreme Rules, and Extreme Rules wasn't even Extreme Rules. Their tag team match with Homicide and Hernandez was one of the most brutal, hardcore matches I've ever seen in my life. And we go back to ECW, their real original ECW days, my G, and that was up there. The whole show, yes.
He was my mentor for for quite some time, and shout outs to him, because he's one of the OGs in New York wrestling scene.
Yes.
He's very knowledgeable about everything, and he was,
he's from the doghouse,
he's very instrumental in
old school.
Having, in my career specifically, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm so proud of him having the longevity. He could still be doing his thing at a top level. He's been in the game for like 20 years, and he's still doing his thing.
He's a very talented wrestler.
And he don't get enough credit as he deserves. He's one of the people in the business that don't get enough credit. That he should be getting a lot more credit.
I agree with you, 125%.
I'm so proud of, speaking of our boys, Santana and Ortiz. I'm so proud of them.
They're the best tag team in the world right now, and I'm a
well, no,
and I'm
they're one of the best, but they're going to be facing another team that's up there, the Young Bucks. Woo! I wish that was in New York. That should be at Bound for Glory this October, but that's going to be on the cruise, and I know they're going to film that. But I cannot believe that. If I come into money, we out. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. If I hit the jackpot, keep down the loan. But that's it. We're gone.
Vegas and AC time, baby.
That's it. Let's go. We're hitting the tables. That's it. All in. Let's go. Let's go. But I would love to go to a cruise for wrestling. That's our original idea. That is phenomenal. That's a crazy ass event. That must be an experience like no other. Have you ever heard of that before, like a wrestling cruise?
Actually, somebody I know wanted to do a very similar idea, but it wasn't feasible at the time. But now that Chris Jericho's doing it, I mean, I'm kind of anxious to see how it would go.
Yeah, you got so many companies. You got people from Lucha. You got New Japan.
Chris Jericho knows what he's doing.
Yes, he's one of the best minds in the business.
Smart business.
Besides being one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, performers, sports entertainers, whatever you want to call him. he's a great businessman. He has a great mind for the business,
Absolutely.
bar none.
Absolutely.
So what indie wrestling besides the local wrestling in New York? What indie companies do you follow?
I follow NYC Wrestling. Now You Create. I like NYC Wrestling. A lot of my friends are there, so it's cool to
Mine
watch.
too.
I follow Lucha Underground. I just started watching because MLW just came back.
Oh,
Florida,
yes.
So I just started tuning into MLW.
I'm upset I couldn't go.
Because MLW was a favorite of mine in the 90s and in the early 2000s. So I really liked MLW. I love ROH. Always have.
Oh, yes.
New Japan I love. I'm on the local tip. I like anything. There's a local company in California called Hood Slam. Awesome company. I met the owner when I was wrestling for Beyond Wrestling as the Cucaracha. And he was really, really, really nice to me. He showed me his product, and they have like pop culture wrestling, like they have like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and things like that.
I would love.
Awesome.
I seen the HOG, and it was Low Key versus Red, and they actually dead ass did a
House of
scene
Glory is where
like
it's at.
that is one of the best wrestling companies.
It's the best school in New York right now.
Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie. Even though Santana's is an up and coming one with the Foundation, you gotta check that out too.
Also, go check out the Compound where Homicide.
Yes,
people in
that
Jersey.
too. He's speaking facts. That is a school to go to. But if you're in the New York area, either go to HOG or go to the Foundation. You know, that's over in what's the address?
1123 Close Avenue at Darrow's.
Tuesdays and Thursday evenings.
Yes.
And you can hit up what's his name? Santana 5150, I think.
Yes, sir.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Or
Santana LAX, if I'm not
yes.
mistaken. If I'm not
So,
mistaken, his tag is Santana
I'll have the
LAX.
links. The links. Sorry, and I'll put it up there for you. You got to plug as well, my G. But yeah. So I'm sorry I'm bummed in here, but let's talk about you personally. What made you step out of the ring? Because I enjoyed you. I enjoyed you wrestling.
You know, a lot of people ask me that, and I could say it was a variety of factors. You know, I mean, it had a lot to do with my cousin passing away.
Okay.
Because that was a really traumatic experience for me. You know what I'm saying? Because he was always with us everywhere. So it's like every time I go into that gym, it reminds me of him. But at least I know his energy's there. So I mean, it's that.
He's always looking up.
That and
after you.
A lot of factors. You know, we had a lot of controversy going on, and there's a lot of things I can't talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't want to.
No doubt.
Go on here and sit here and badmouth people and shit on them.
Yeah,
you know because that's not what I'm here for. But
we know there's a dark side to the business.
But overall, my experience in the wrestling business was great. You know what I'm saying? Aside from a few incidents, with a few people, I mean, it was great. You know, I met a lot of good people, and I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as why I'm not wrestling anymore, I mean, it's because this is how I feel, and I feel that my talent wasn't appreciated enough by people. You know what I'm saying? So I took my step away, and that's really it.
Sometimes it's better to walk away with your head held high.
Yes, and even when I've been trying to do something else, like music has been calling me. But seeing as how this show tonight is at a wrestling show, the irony of that is that like I said, music and wrestling go hand in hand, and it seems to be bringing me back toward that direction. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? I would say with the right opponent and for the right price, Mel Gibson might become Mel Sanchez again and lace his boots up again, but we don't got to talk about that.
Are we trying to do are we trying to set something up here, like on the trying to set it up on the air here? I don't know.
Set it up on the air, but there's
are we looking at a potential money fight here?
I don't know. There's
a money fight?
There's a lot of good opponents. There's a lot of good wrestlers in New York City and New York State. So
and there's one that hasn't been in the ring in a while, but.
Yeah, man. I mean, so like I said, for the right price and the right opponent, I would lace my boots again.
Wow.
That passion never has left.
If I step back in the ring, I might be looking for an opponent too.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a money fight.
Oh yeah.
Like try like McGregor.
Big time Jason looking for big money fights.
Yeah. McGregor and Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Yeah, Mayweather. What do you think about that?
See, this is the thing. I admire Conor McGregor's heart. I do. I admire his heart and I admire his business savvy. But to think that you will go into somebody else's house and dominate them was stupid. Now, I've heard that Mayweather is actually looking to get into MMA and fight him in the cage.
Yeah, I know. I heard. I've been seeing.
Rumors are all over the place, and I think that would be foolish for Floyd. However, you never know because, you never know what people know. Just because Floyd Mayweather is a boxer, that doesn't mean he doesn't know how to kick. He already stepped in a WWE ring, so that doesn't mean he doesn't know how to grapple or anything. And I'm pretty sure Floyd Mayweather has those connections. So
yeah, because he's been training for MMA. He's been training.
I wouldn't be surprised if he went in there and put in a performance. Like I said, he's a businessman. He's an athlete, and everybody has that potential.
What is going? The MMA game has been crazy lately because Daniel Cormier. Yes, sorry, it was like French.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I speak his last name.
I got my Brooklyn. I got my poor Brooklyn Sicilian accent. Bear with me.
Well, you know how that goes.
But he just became the undisputed double crown heavyweight champion.
Applaud. Congratulations to Cormier.
And I saw that. That was a great. He's shocked. He made history there. That was one of the.
Bro, he waffled steep, bro. He waffled him. He waffled him with a short elbow, and he said it. He's like, I'm gonna beat Steep, and I'm gonna beat him. And he said he was gonna beat him, and I didn't think anything of it, and he beat him, and I was like, wow.
I mean, I was doubting him a little bit, but I didn't think that he could pull it off. But
I'm just glad he came back after being defeated twice by John Jones.
Yeah, but wasn't one of those like disqualification?
Both of them were. Actually.
Oh, no contest.
Yes.
Because it was overturned because of the drug or whatever.
That's what kills me.
Yeah.
That Cormier got beat twice by a guy who was on drugs.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, speaking about his potential future opponent, challenger for his title, and that would be the infamous Brock Lesnar.
Wow, I think
pipe bomb.
Boom, blam. I think that would be good. They both got good wrestling backgrounds, and DC's not a small dude, man. I mean, he ain't Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but Lesnar has some size on him, though.
Yes, he does. I mean, but size doesn't always, doesn't always matter in that game because one good punch and one good kick, and it's over for that. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened with what's the next? Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar outweighed Cain Velasquez, even though Cain Velasquez is a big boy and he punches and kicks hard, and his jiu-jitsu's on point, but he defeated Lesnar.
I mean, what Lesnar are we gonna get? Are we gonna get the old one when he debuted and was unstoppable, or are we gonna get the one that got knocked out twice?
Nobody's unstoppable, Jason. Everybody has their time. What I am
before he had the diverticulitis. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
When he was undefeated.
Okay, physical conditioning is a part of it.
Yeah.
What I want.
And if he passes a fucking drug test, a steroid test.
Here's the big money fight. You talking big money fight? All right. This is how we're gonna do it. Wrestling going into MMA, right? So Brock Lesnar transitioned from WWE to UFC. Ken Shamrock transitioned, and Dan Severn and those guys transitioned from UFC to MMA. Now I see more MMA fighters transitioning to wrestling. Cain Velasquez was recently spotted at the WWE Performance Center. Did you know?
Yes, I saw that.
And the thing is,
breaking news.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things happening in the world. So I believe that it's it could be a good transition for them. But like I said, big money fight. We already see Lashley going for the title in WWE. So is there a possibility, right? Since Lashley's Bellator contract is up, is there a possibility, this is what I'm asking you, is there a possibility that Lashley could possibly win a title and then go on to possibly fight Brock Lesnar in a cage?
That would be scary.
Let me actually
take my money now.
That's what I was. Do you think that has big money written?
Yes. Yes. If done right, yes.
Absolutely. Why? Because that match has been building. It's been manifesting. And a lot of people. It's weird to say this, but a lot of people
because Lashley doesn't.
They call him the Black Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he don't get enough credit.
And they're built genetically very similar, and they both have very similar backgrounds.
That's what I'm trying to tell my boys, but they keep saying Brock Lesnar. They shit on Bobby Lashley's MMA fighting ability, and he has a better record and has more fights on his belt.
I met Bobby Lashley in person.
He's bigger than Lesnar.
Coming out of TNA.
He's a lot bigger.
At this diner on
and most likely natural.
Diner. And Bobby Lashley, he's that man. When he says he's different, he really is different. And I think he's the overall athlete. And honestly, I love Brock Lesnar. Don't get me wrong, but I like Bobby Lashley better. I think Bobby Lashley would dominate him. I think he's a more well put together athlete. You know, he's never failed the drug test. You know what I'm saying? I think the politics and, you know, have held him down. But now that he's returned, like, a lot of wrestlers are coming back and they're getting big pushes, and they see that he has dollar signs on him, and, you know, I think it would be big money. I think Dana White and Vince McMahon need to open up that dialogue. Lesnar and this dude, what's his face, Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Lesnar versus Lashley, the two L's, two All-American athletes, two All-American wrestlers with
collegiate champions. Yep.
He's a two-time Army champion, Bobby Lashley. They both have similar backgrounds. I mean, they both have similar fighting styles. It'd be a knockout, drag-out brawl, but I honestly think Brock Lesnar would lose. I think Lashley would go over, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
If the fight, I mean, yeah, because Lesnar doesn't have a lot of stamina. So if it's a short fight, I might give the advantage to Lesnar. But if it goes past the first round, Lesnar's going to be out of gas. Then definitely Lashley, I believe, will take it.
Yes.
I would definitely.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, we're wrapping up. We're going to get ready for you to perform live in studio here, do a song or two, if time permits. I would love to sit and chat with you all day, but we'll definitely be doing this again, and you'll be appearing again.
Yes.
And I love this, and we're definitely going to be doing this again because I think we have some kind of magic here, you know?
Well, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Both wrestling fans, you know what I'm saying? We both come from similar backgrounds.
Loudmouths,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do it up.
Yeah, definitely. But we're going to get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because Mel Gibson's going to perform live in studio next.
BTS. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mel Gibson of 4/5 Management, and you're tuning into the BTST Radio TV show, the hottest sports talk TV show and radio show in New York City today. Live at MNN Studios on MNN. Check your local listings, check your IG, your YouTube, and everything else. All social media available. Yes, live. It's me, Mel Gibson. $1 Million Freestyle. Let's get it. I said $1 million man with $1 million plan, put $1 million in my hand, $40 grams, that's 25,000. You could do the math, that's a whole lot of cash. I gotta get the bag, money for the re-up, looking for the come up, always got my gun up, hustle till the sun up. Ted DiBiase, bitches call me Poppy, headed to the top and you niggas can't stop me. Sit back and watch me, some say I'm cocky, knocking niggas out, but you could call me Rocky, but not Balboa, more like Marciano. 24/7, niggas know I'm really on though. Moving through the pipeline, heard it on the grapevine. Niggas know it's my time, call me on the nightline. Running with the bosses, don't take losses. Niggas selling out their souls, but they stay rocking crosses. Root of all evil, some like the diesel. Drugs through the needle, leave you in a fetal. Fiends come back cause you know they need a refill. Don't fuck with rat snitches or the weasels. Run with the wolf pack, not here for chit chat. Niggas better get back before I grab my Big Mac. Dollar in a dream, I'm balling with my team. You can find me on the scene, I'm trying to get the cream. White ice cup and it's filled with the whiskey. Shorty wanna hit me, so I told her hit me. Anytime, any place, anywhere. Catch me over here or catch me over there, or catch me at the party sipping on Bacardi. Bitches getting naughty, Teflon like Gotti. And I got the heat, but I stay discreet. And I'm from these streets, but I'm on these beats. Freestyle and niggas say I'm wildin', but when they see me, the same niggas is silent. Yeah, Wolfpack, baby. Let's get it. 4-5. Management, baby. Yes. Woo! And that was the main.
Dropped on the back of her neck.
Man, oh man, what an incredible night here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. I'm Kathy Kelly here for WWE Now, and I've got all of your results from SummerSlam. As the Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns was getting underway, Mr. Monster in the Bank Braun Strowman made his presence known. During the match, Brock was clearly distracted by Strowman, and that distraction allowed Roman to get in a spear and the pin on Brock. The baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, was completely dominant in her match against Alexa Bliss, tapping out 5 Feet of Fury and becoming the new Raw Women's Champion. Samoa Joe pushed WWE Champion AJ Styles to the edge, causing him to lose his cool in front of his family and get disqualified. While Joe got the win, the Phenomenal One retained the title. Charlotte Flair may have won the triple threat between herself, Becky Lynch, and Carmella to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion, but it was a bittersweet victory as her best friend Becky spoiled her celebration. Yes Nation was disappointed in Brooklyn after The Miz pulled out a victory over Daniel Bryan. Braun Strowman made quick work of Kevin Owens, slamming him on the steel entrance ramp and retaining his Monster in the Bank contract. Seth Rollins is now your 2-time Intercontinental Champion, defeating Dolph Ziggler. Drew McIntyre almost cost the Kingslayer his chance at claiming the gold, but his fellow Shield brother Dean Ambrose neutralized any outside interference. After a back and forth, Shinsuke Nakamura retained his United States Championship over Jeff Hardy with a Kinshasa. After the match, Randy Orton came out seemingly to attack Jeff again, but midway down the entrance ramp changed his mind and turned around. The Demon made his way to Brooklyn and got the win over Constable Corbin. The New Day brought their A-game to Brooklyn, but unfortunately the Bludgeon Brothers' backup plan to retain their SmackDown tag titles involved breaking out their sledgehammers to attack the pancake-pushing trio. On the kickoff show, the B-Team is still your Raw Tag Team Champions after getting another surprising win over the Revival. Cedric Alexander retained the Cruiserweight Championship against Drew Gulak. Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega seem to be unstoppable together, defeating Rusev and Lana. Make sure to stick with us here at WWE Now for all of the SummerSlam fallout.
I feel it in my soul. A nigga got the flow. I'm feeling like I'm gold. Matter of fact, it's platinum. Why they hating? Cause he up in Manhattan and he rapping and he classy as fuck. I don't give a fuck. My cool white, yeah, I call it dandruff. Whoa.
Only thing on my mind is to get my bands up. When I get the rapping, bitches put their hands up. Yo, you know that me, I'm the fucking man, bruh. About to drop a fucking bomb like Japan, Hiroshima. Chillin' with my niggas shaking, he be fucking TVs. I be chillin' with a bad bitch on the weekly. Niggas can't see me like they see me. Understand it's easy, I can easily be easy EB. Can't see me, what the fuck, what the fuck. Pulling up in the Bentley truck. Nah, I wish I was, man, might just make that shit happen. Niggas know what's up, it's more than my imagination.